Hey guys, this is the start of the review for your Unit 2 test. Okay, so here we go. Using the following graphs, we're going to find the amplitude, midline, period, and figure out what type of graph it is. Okay, so remember, clean graph is a wrong graph. Okay, so we're going to take everything out to the left of the y-axis, draw a line for the top and bottom. And what you're going to do is you're going to count the distance between both lines. And I got 4. And half of 4 is 2. So 1, 2. So here we go. So my amplitude, remember, is 2 and 2. My midline is that line in the middle, so y equals -1. Sine or cosine curve. Because I start up high, we know this is a cosine curve. And then we need to figure out period. I'm going to grab a highlighter. So remember, a cosine curve starts high and ends high. So we stopped right here, and that is at pi. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, so we have one at 4 and one at -4. So the difference, from the top to the bottom, it's 8. Halfway through, it is 0. So that means this is a 4 and this is a 4. So my amplitude is 4. My midline is at y equals 0. Okay. Sine or cosine. So my start is right here, so this is a cosine. And notice it starts down, so we know this is a flipped cosine curve. Okay, so cosine, we start and stop at the same spot. So since we start at low, we're going to follow the curve, come down. Since we're close to Halloween, it's a ghost. So my period is where this ends, and it says at pi. Okay. So now I'm going to need paper to do the problems, next set of problems. So I'm going to move this. Okay, so number 3. We got to do A, B, C, and D. A, B, C, and D. So A is 3. Please don't put -3. You're going to just break my heart. B is going to be 5/3. Remember, don't put theta. No parentheses, so we don't have a C. And D is 2. Okay, here's the formula for period. So 2 pi over B. So over 5/3. And I don't know about you, but this is ugly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite it old school. Divide it by 5/3. And we're going to keep, change, flip. So keep, change, and flip. And I get 6 pi over 5. Okay. Phase shift is opposite of C over B. So opposite of 0 is 0. Divided by 5/3. And before we even get too far, 0 divided by anything is just plain old 0. And this is my start. Okay. Now, the formula for end is period plus phase shift. So period is 6 pi over 5 plus the start at 0, and I get 6 pi over 5. Okay. Now we got to sketch the graph. Okay. Midline is at -2. Okay. Amplitude, we're going to go up 3. Oh, +2. I am so sorry. +2. Silly me. If I go up 3, that puts me at 5. And if I go down 3, that puts me at -1. This is a flipped sine curve. So we're going to start in the middle and go down, then up. Okay. My start was here at 0, and my end was here at 6 pi over 5. And we're done with that one. Okay, so let's look at number 4. Y equals 4 cosine theta over 9 minus 6. So again, A, B, C, D. So A is 4, B is 1 over 9, no parentheses, so no C, and D is -6. Evidently, I went crazy with fractions. So period, I know from above when I have a fraction for B, so I'm going to go ahead straight to old school. So 2 pi divided by 1 over 9, keep, change, and flip, and I get 18 pi. Phase shift, opposite of C, so we still have 0, so 0, divided by 1 over 9, which is still going to be 0. That's my start. And end is period plus phase shift is 18 pi. So here we go. So my midlane is at -6. So -6. I'm going to go up 4. And if I go up 4 from -6, that puts me at -2. And if I go down 4, that puts me at -10. Cosine curve, so I start high, so I'm going to start at the -2, and I'm starting at 0. Touch, bounce, and back. So my start here is at 0, and my end here is at 18 pi. Okay. Now we're going to do some phase shift questions. 5. Y equals negative cosine 7 theta plus 3 pi minus 9. Now, the question is phase shift and end. So phase shift, the formula is opposite C over B. End, try and give myself room, remember, is period plus phase shift. So I guess I need period. And the formula for period is 2 pi over B. So here we go. I know we don't have to do A, B, or A and D, but it's kind of just ingrained. So A is negative, notice I almost made a boo-boo. 1, it's 1 and a flip. Okay, B is 7. C is in parentheses, so this 3 pi is my C value, and D is -9. Okay. I'll just have to do it right here. So period is 2 pi over B, and my B is 7. Ooh, that's lovely. Phase shift, opposite of C. Okay, so 3 pi is here, but it's positive, so I'm going to make it negative. Divide it by B. Okay, now we got to calculate the end. Period plus phase shift. So 2 plus a -3 is a -1 pi over 7. And you're done. Okay. Don't you wish all problems were that cute? And then number 6. Y equals 5 sine 2 theta over 7 minus pi over 2 plus 1. Again, if you're in the habit of doing this, I understand. I'd rather you keep doing it than trying to change per. I am so sorry. Okay, here we go. Period. 2 pi divided by 2 over 7. Keep, change, and flip. So I get 14 pi over 2, which is just 7 pi. Phase shift, opposite of C. So it's already negative. I'm going to make it positive. Divide it by B. Keep, change, and flip. So we get 7 pi over 4. Now we got to find end. Period plus phase shift. Now, please remember, when we add fractions, we need to have a common denominator. So why we didn't worry about it up here is notice we had those common denominators. We really got spoiled with that question. So down here, I want to put 1 under the 7 so we have a fraction. So my common denominator is going to be 4. So what I'm going to do is multiply the top and the bottom of my first fraction by 4. And I'm going to get 28 pi over 4 plus 7 pi over 4. 35? Yes, 35 pi over 4. Okay. I hope this helped with the graphing portion. I will see you next for those triangles.